Welcome to Channel 2 News.
Tonight we will be discussing the war raging over in Europe.
At first, the U.S. was neutral in the war, but when Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, it was clear we had to get involved.
In a war with over 14 million men, women had to step up and take a role at home when the men went overseas.
All over the country, women were getting to work, getting jobs at factories and helping wounded soldiers.
The percentage of women in the workforce rose from 27% to 37%.
And now, over to David Casado, our on-site reporter.
Hitler believed that America was stupid to put our women to work. He thought that women were only good for making babies and being good wives.
This is Rosie, the Rippler. She was a symbol for millions of American women during and after the war. Rosie, along with millions of other women, work in factories making artillery and weapons.
I work in a factory in Ypsilanti, Michigan, making fighter planes and guns for the war.
Girls in America are very hardworking. They work 10-hour shifts 6 days a week. On the top of this, the wages are very low. They only receive about half as much as men do.
Going to work in the factories has given me a purpose. Although the conditions aren't the best and the hours are long, I still enjoy working. It gives me purpose and independence.
How do you feel about the fact that men get paid more?
I think it is fair if I do the same job, I should get paid the same. I'm also upset that it is rumored men are taking their roles back in the factories when they return from war.
Welcome back.
Women also worked hard in the war effort, helping soldiers who were hurt in battle.
When Pearl Harbor was attacked, 82 Army women had to do the job of helping hundreds of military members and civilians that were injured.
It was definitely a tragedy. The women each had to help at least 10 patients at a time.
Women were hurt on the front lines, but were also hurt here at home. 37,000 civilian women were killed, and 210,000 were permanently disabled while working in factories helping in the war effort.
The U.S. definitely would not have won the war if it wasn't for the hard work accomplished by the women.
Our on-site reporter is going to interview one of the nurses that helped and the soldiers during the war. Over to you, Oscar.
Hello, I'm Oscar Rubik. Today I'll be interviewing Yankee Smith, a nurse that worked at Pearl Harbor during the attack.
Pearl Harbor was a rough day for nurses like me. There were 2,335 men killed in the military, but there were also 68 civilians killed. On top of that, there were 1,143 people wounded. That day was horrific for me. Seeing men with pieces of their bodies blown off was awful.
After the war, did you end up getting a job as a nurse?
The government urged us to permanently join the workforce. This led to all of the women finally getting out of the house and enjoying their jobs. By 1960, 38% of married women worked, but women were fired and laid off when they became pregnant, with no paid maternity leave of any sort.